Yes.
Yes, sir. Again, I'm sharing with y'all a humanitarian point, which is, extremely important. I gave a speech, and I was telling the ladies earlier today, in high school, in 1969, or 59, 60 school year, to invest in Brandon. There was nothing out here but cows. Some of my family owned a lot of property out here, the Florida dairy people. And friends, big family. I have a very, very large family. Now here I am at my adult life now, the last few years of my life, I'm being just totally disrupted. And there's a lot of people, if you look at the ages of the people in here tonight, they may never see the completion of it. Their life now is on zero. They can't do nothing until the pipeline is done, and they'll walk off their property and say, okay, you can have it back. Well, they're in the grave now. So that's what I'm telling you.
Thank
Please
you.
understand that.
We have 3 more
I
speakers.
ain't got time to be here anymore, so I ain't gonna ask more questions.
We have about 15 more minutes. We have to be out of the room at 8. So we have Steve Hartman, followed by Renee Hart and Tim Stedham. So Steve Hartman?
I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna be quick. I'm just gonna tell you. I think this pipeline is one of the worst ideas I've ever heard. I don't think you guys are prepared. Also, I wanna know, is there any way we can stop it still, or is it done? It's set in stone and it's coming?
Justin, would you like to take that?
Yeah, this is coming. This pipeline is.
How can I stop it? Can I get the board replaced that did it? Can I try that? Can I get new commissioners in that understand that this is, it's a bad idea moving water 35 miles. For people that overbuilt South Hillsborough County without any water being there. How did they let that happen? And what are they, this is just a bad idea. You guys are gonna mess it up from the start. There's no way you can.
Thank you. Renee Hart
I pass.
and Tim Stedham.
Yeah, can we go back to the map where you're showing? The pipeline, all the way from where you're going, yeah. The other one you had was orange, you said, and that was going out Lithia Pinecrest, which is about a third or a quarter of the people that you're disrupting, as opposed to coming down where you're coming and going out Fishhawk Boulevard and whatever else over there. You're going to Baum. Why would you go to the middle of Brandon to get to Baum? Why don't you go down Lithia Pinecrest like the other thing said, go right down to your water plant, treatment plant there, and then come back and go down to where you need to be? Why would you go to the middle of Brandon, the heart of Brandon, where everybody lives and has lived for so many years? Lithia Pinecrest is such a more different route, better route. There's less people, less environmental effect, everything. And that's what I thought it was. I was like, okay, they're going on the orange one, because that's what you said. You set things out saying it's going to be orange. Okay, we don't need to do as much because they got it out there in the middle of nowhere. I understand they're building out there, but it's built in unincorporated compared to Brandon. Okay, so you're going to say, okay, yeah, we're doing it orange. That's what you told everybody. I said, okay, we don't need to worry about it. All of a sudden, now it's the blue. When did it change to blue? What day did it change to blue?
Justin, would you like to go over the board? I think it was September 2022 on segment A, and then segment B was January 2023.
Yeah, it was late in 2022.
And was there meetings like this we could have came to and said no?
There were meetings. We did have a whole series of public meetings.
Nobody invited us. But you're talking about going.
The Tampa Bay Water Board meetings are all public. They are the third Monday of every month, with a few exceptions if there's a holiday, like I believe
Exactly.
February has President's Day.
This was the orange route. And like I said, and that's what came back, and you said, this is the route we're taking. He didn't say, oh, we said we have 3 routes, right now we're leaning towards this one. And everybody was like, okay, did you do that in just the first? To say, okay, yeah, we're gonna act like we're gonna do it out here, and then we're gonna come in your backyard and tell you about it after we're done and say it's a done deal. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it.
This is our neighborhood.
Justin, would you like to?
Yeah, so, agreed that this is.
Agreed, that's what you're saying?
This was taken to the board as an orange route, and
Okay.
that was the recommendation.
So what
The board changed.
No, what changed to make the board change? I was at orange for so long, and then all of a sudden, September, whatever day you said, we're gonna go blue. What was that about?
That was recommendation from the Hillsborough County Commissioners to switch it to blue,
For what reason? That's what I'm asking.
because it was a better fit for their system.
Why? Tell me why?
Better fit.
What better fit? No, then where's the
We're not
Hillsborough
this-
County representative that should be sitting here? Where's the Hillsborough County representative? You got Tampa Bay Water coming in here telling us we're gonna do this either way, whatever you say. You said, it's done deal, it's coming. Why are we here? There's nothing we can do about it. We're literally stuck. And you're going, yep, it's coming. Ain't nothing you're gonna do about it. Ain't that what you just told the man? It's coming, right? So there's nothing we can do. You just pulled the rug out from under us, and you said it's blue. It was orange for so long. You said, we're going orange, we're going over here, we're coming back, we'll be down there. That's not the deal. The deal was, you can't just change it without having meetings like this right here, where we get up here and get up your top.
It was a surprise to everyone sitting up here that the.
But you don't live on the route.
Understood, and I understand your
No,
anger.
but you're making the switch. No, we're doing orange, we're doing orange, we're doing orange, don't worry about it, we're doing orange, we're doing orange. No, we're going blue.
The
Last minute.
the elected board can make these decisions. It is their responsibility.
Yeah, give me an email list of who was there that day.
Okay, we can certainly do that. We can certainly provide that to you. If you'll write me your email on one of the forums, we
Yeah,
can
no
certainly
problem,
do
I'll
that.
do that, no problem.
Well, thank you. We understand your concern. We do.
No, I'm
It
not
does-
done yet, I got a question about my house.
Okay, can you
Okay,
go
I'm
ahead?
on Kings Avenue, South Kings Avenue, right there, where it says Bloomingdale. I'm literally right where the key, right just south of Bloomingdale. And it says it's coming through my backyard. Nobody's asked me about an easement. You just said 50 feet. From my back fence to the road is 15 feet. So where's it going?
I would ask you if you would step to the lobby with the property team. They can pull up your exact property, and I don't know whether an easement is needed from you or not. If you were requested an easement from you, you should have received a package, but they can let you know for sure. It may not be that an easement is needed from
But when
you.
they were sending me the things up front, it was inside my fence.
Again, you'll have to look at the diagram with the property folks. Without seeing the specifics of your property.
This is a sham, you should be doing it, and you should be ashamed of yourselves.
That's right, yes.
I think all of
You
us.
snatched the rug out from under us when we weren't looking.
I think all of us want that list emailed.
Yeah, everybody, this,
Of who was at that meeting, because I literally got an email December 13th, and I had maps that we were nowhere on there. It wasn't even blue, it was like, here's what.
nobody even asked.
So if the property team would go with Mr. Stedham and pull up his property, you might be able to address his questions. Yes, ma'am, would you come to the microphone so that we can hear you? And tell us your name and where you live.
My name is Mary Logan. I'm a real estate agent here for 40 years, more actually, and I live on Kings Avenue. I wanted to find out who were the 2 county commissioners that were on the board that made the decision to change from orange to blue. I would like to know who those 2 county commissioners were. I would also like to know why neither one of them deigned to show up this evening to explain to this group why they made the decision to switch from orange to blue. Thank you.
Thank you. Justin, do you happen to remember? I do not. We'll have to get you that information. That my memory is not that clear. If you would come up to the microphone, we've got about time for one more. This will be our last question because we have to clean up the room and be out. So
You
last
should
question.
give more time. If we're gonna have a meeting, you should give as much time as needed. Not, we gotta clean the room out and get the people out of here. That's not cool.
Thank you.
My name's John Otten. I live on Rennell Drive.
John
Got a
Otten.
question, Otten, A-U-T-E-N. Got a question, when you're coming down Rennell, the center of it, how deep are you actually digging?
In general, the cover over the pipe is plus or minus 4 feet, 5-foot pipe, so 9 to 10 foot deep cut.
Okay. And you said it's gotta be about, you need about 50 foot of access from the edge of the road, probably towards, I guess, the north side or out.
For a pipeline of this diameter, typically the working room that you would have for the corridor is a minimum of 50 feet. That would be pretty narrow for a pipe of this size. So I think the 50-foot reference was talking or speaking to the total working width needed to install the pipe.
And you run about 1,500 foot at a time, give or take with your, your during and your post.
Yes, sir. That's about roughly how long the work zone will be in total.
And you just keep on progressing 1,500 foot at a time.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
So you 500 foot, 500, then move on up 500 as you go up now.
That's right.
I guess the next question on Rennell, we have speed bumps on that road. So I know that you probably don't want to readdress all that until the very end, but I would ask that when you do the dress phase before you come to completion, put the speed bumps back in. Because if it's 2 more years that we're having people travel up and down that road, there's a lot of people that cut through that road. So it'd be nice to have the speed bumps back in anyway.
That's a great comment. Thank you for that.
At 5 speeds. Thank you very much.
I hate
Well, thank
speed
you.
bumps until I moved here.
Yeah. Can I just say something really quick?
Sure.
I feel you folks. I appreciate, your the emotions. I get it. The decisions that were made were not from this group. This group has been tasked with building this project and doing it in the most efficient way and the way that it will be least impactful to the community. That's what
You should have representatives. You should have representation for the other company.
I hear you, sir. I hear you.
So where are they?
I don't.
You're saying it's, yes, I agree with you, but where are they? Why don't we have a chance to talk to them?
You didn't guide them at all?
Nobody.
You're saying no impact, you're less impact, but you didn't guide them. No.
Those were decisions that were made prior to this team coming together to build the project. We've been tasked with this project once that decision was made. So the folks that you're upset with would be the elected officials that made the decisions, correct? That's where the responsibility lies. We're just here to build the job, to design and build the project. That's what our responsibility is, and we've got a
But you
really
can't
good
say-
team. I'm
You're
sorry.
coming in blind. You, like I said, you tricked us.
You're like, yeah, exactly. It's
You tricked us.
Yeah.
It's bait and switch,
You're
man.
coming in blind. You don't even,
Sam
act
was
like half of
one-
you have
Sam
never
was
been
the
on a
ones
road.
We were first contacted by, and they were the ones who had the email system problem where they couldn't contact us.
You did it all behind the
Tampa Bay
wall.
Water is an issue.
It was done
With
wrong.
that, we're gonna close the meeting down, but before you go, I do encourage you all to sign up for the email list. The problems that we had originally have been solved. Also,